start with the turntable, with the music hall. It was an affordable option at the time, and then I jumped into the ELACs. Same, very affordable, really good sound. They don't break your bank. It's like at that time I think they were for both of them like 500 or 600, something like that. And these are the F5. This is the first model of the Andrew Jones new stuff. Mm-hmm. I love them. And I got this amplifier. I listen to here, but I don't listen any digital. I don't do streaming. I just listen to my. Here you have a Tavish design. This is the vintage. And it was recommended by John Ebert. Put a blue orthophone. That was a nice upgrade. But I'm really happy because this music, my wife, obviously most of the records are mine, but my wife listens to music too, so we share some music, and we put music all the time here. It's not like just a man cave that I came here to listen. No, we put music all the time. My daughter has records too.
Oh, that's great.
Records, and yeah, I was like that when I was a kid. It's hard with people that already have all this knowledge about Philly Joe Jones, Art Taylor. I have the records. It's amazing. I have the records, and I love them. And there is nothing wrong with that music, nothing. But I feel those are so religious. I feel like they're in this case, and it's same with people that are in different other boxes. But sometimes I feel that people that open to this music are people that came from other places, like a lot of young, like when I hang in New York, you go to Academy Records or record store that sometimes they have Albert Ayler records, and young people are buying now free jazz, or Sandra, like everybody wants the Sandra record, like because they find, I feel the feeling, this funky feeling, this craziness, but it's like, I don't know, I feel they get more into that, if you listen, a lot of my friends that listen to Jimi Hendrix and more like that, I put some Albert Ayler and they love it, or if I put that ensemble of Chicago, or if I put Julio Hemphill, because they feel the connection, Actually, one of the drummers that I want to show you is this guy, Philip Wilson. He actually plays with the Paul Butterfly blues band. When I listen to him playing with Julio Hemphill, I can listen a guy that has other influence in his playing, like he can play a backbeat, and that for me the fun scene of the 70s, when all these drummers not only play like jazz or free, they start to mix, like Archie Shepp with Mama Tutai, and some funky stuff. So that for me is the approach with those people. Sometimes I cannot preach with the people that are into only Art Taylor and Philly Joe Jones. I show them some stuff and they're okay. I try to show them more like Jack DeJohnette, new stuff to then take them there. But I feel, for me, when you approach one of these persons, I try to take them through the more funky side, like an ensemble of Chicago, Lester Bowie, Misha Mengelberg, Han Benning, they are ready for that, they're like, they feel they need something different. I remember I was studying piano and drums, at the same time, both instruments. And something happened in my life, and I want to break. I want to say, okay, I don't want to listen right now. I was young. I don't want to listen Bill Evans. I don't want to listen those cats. It's good, but I need a break. So I went to the record store of a friend, and he said, okay, take this. And he gave me Cecil Taylor, Kiss Aquila, with Andrew Cyril and Jimmy Lyons. And it was a big crisis in my life at that point. I was like 17, and that was the right music, That was the music that bring me some feeling that Bill Evans didn't have, You know what I mean? But that when you had that feeling inside, like I don't hate the other music, I love it, but it's like with people, Maybe you're with a woman or a man, and you say, okay, now it's time for something different, And I feel that music start to be the new thing, Actually, it was called the new thing. Inside Rich Jazz, you have so many colors. This record is very important for me. I love it, especially Misterioso. The first song was wow. because this is a song that everybody knows about Monk, and the way they play is so different. This is an Andrew Hill record, but this record is from the 70s, 74, and it's from the label Steeplechase. It's not a Blue Note, those famous records that I'm happy to have the box, and I know those records. But this record is like, it's something in between, you know? I cannot say they're playing free jazz, but they're playing so open that I love to listen to the record, and it's a trio sound, you know? It's not one guy, I don't feel that it's the piano guy that is the boss. I feel the three of them are feeding each other and create this movement. My drum teacher in Argentina, he said, you have to listen to this. And since the first day I listened to this, I couldn't stop listening, because they play Invitation, it's a standard. And the way they play the standard, it was so out, you know, without being out. I don't know how to explain it, you know. You got the feeling that they're playing out, but no, the form is there. And it's a record that is not so well known. That's the reason I want to bring it, you know. But something very important, this is Jimmy Jufre Free Fall. This is a mono version. I used to have a stereo version from that label, Wax Time. The sound was like weird, and so I got this mono version from Australia. Somebody in Disco have it, and for $20, so I got it. This record is beautiful because it's music that is. I feel that you put this record to somebody now, and you tell this person this record was recorded like yesterday, and you totally believe it, you know? It's timeless. This is one of the records that, I don't know, and I love the compositions, I love how they interact, how they can play without drums, and without drums you can feel other stuff coming up, you know? And this is one of my favorite records ever. Actually, look, the record doesn't say so much, but I remember that, yeah, this is all originals. The record that then ECM put, the Bird records, no? These are more like, there are some Carla Bley's compositions, but this is more like, I will feel like it's I think this was the last record they did at that time. Then in the 90s, they make new records, but with still playing electric bass. And I love the music on the record. I don't know. It's very inspiring for me to listen to the voices. You know, you can really listen very clear the three voices, how they play around, how they leave space. And I don't know. It's very inspiring. And you can find some Jufre playing tenor. You know, there is some record with him playing tenor. And I know for Record Store Day, they're gonna put it on vinyl. It's called 234, I think, and has Joe Chambers on drums, has Richard Davis on bass. So it's the same idea that you can listen here, but taken on tenor and clarinet, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. You can see that music. You can translate that music to classic drums, bass, piano, and saxophone. You know. Oh yeah, there is one more. I don't know if I showed this. Roach. Oh, this was as a drummer student. I knew Roach, no, obviously, but just more the classic stuff that everybody knows, like the stuff with Clifford Brown and all that. And this record is called The Long March, and it's that label Hat Hood Records, and from Switzerland, I think. Yeah, from Switzerland. It's in Williston. They have some solo parts of Max that I love because it's all dedicated to Papa Joe, to Visit Khaled, and then you have the duos that are amazing. Archie Shepp is one of my favorite guys too. He's another guy that if you're not so into free jazz, you can listen Attica Blues, and it's a kind of modern funk record, you know. I love duos, and this is one of my favorite duo records. And the sound of Max here is amazing, really. When I'm looking for ECM, I'm looking for German presence, you know, presence from Germany. The way they sound, the presence from Germany is really good. But if I can add, this is another duet. So this was recorded the year after, in the 80s. Wilson with Lester Bowie, this is a beautiful record too. You see, I like a lot of music from the 70s. It's like a period of time that I feel that it was very productive and there was a lot of things going on, no? Not only, I say at the beginning, not only as music, as a whole, I wasn't living here, I was a kid really, I was born in 73, but as a culture, as America growing in a different way, you know, a lot of stuff happening. And you can see in the music, you can see in the films, you can see in the literature. And anything with Lester Bowie, I want it, you know. I have a Spring by Tony Williams and all these classics. My idea was to put something different to the mix. This is music that really touched me in a creative way, you know, in a very creative way now. And I feel that it's, I wish, no, after going through all this crisis as human beings now, we can get in touch again with that side of looking to each other and making music as a community, you know. That will be my dream, not only to be okay, what a great musician you are, that's beautiful, but try to make music together, you know, and not like a self-empowerment, no, I know how good or how big I am, just more like try to make music together. That's what I'm saying. I'm very jealous of the people that were here in the 70s that were listening to all this music from AAC, the creative music from Chicago, the scene here in New York, you know, even the scene after, you know, little the downtown scene, all these little cultural moments, you know, I really like them. I don't know, so much music there. Thank you, bye-bye.